And the judge who presided over the Casey Anthony murder trial says he needs more time to decide whether or not to order the 25-year-old back to Florida. At issue whether or not Casey Anthony actually served out her probation in jail while she was awaiting trial. The judge says it's, quote, a legal maze.
There are no clear-cut answers in this case. It's a mess.
We're joined now by attorney Anne Bremner. Anne, what do you make of this? I mean, the judge says a legal maze. There are other words at this point to describe. What do you think is the appropriate action here?
Well, I think it's a morass, it's a legal maze, it's like a law school exam, but I think the appropriate thing is he started to tell us that. You don't serve probation when you're in jail. Probation is something, an act of grace, of testing of somebody and of compliance, so that happens when you're released from jail or when a jail cell or jail sentence is suspended. So they're mutually exclusive, jail and probation. He's basically said that. So the next thing is, on the order from Judge Strickland, should it be enforced? An oral decision from a judge takes precedent over a written decision. So Judge Strickland said upon release. But that should take precedent, and I think that the judge has said that today, Judge Perry.
I keep hearing over and over from legal analysts like yourself, though, that this is turning into double jeopardy, that Casey Anthony was cleared, she was told that she'd served out her probation, and this is just prolonging this situation for as someone said, no good reason.
Well, but the thing is that there's a flip argument to that, and that is double jeopardy is simply you can't have life and limb put in jeopardy twice, and probation is not part of that. It's remedial. It's almost civil, so that's not double jeopardy to have probation at the end of the day. And the fact finally is, and I hate to go on the legal terms, nunc pro tunc. It's a word that the judge put in the original order, Judge Strickland. He didn't amend it. There's no time issue. An argument of what in favor of what he's done. Nunc pro tunc means I did it back then. Upon release, I said it back then. That's what the order says from back then, and so it should be enforced. And I think that's something that's been lost somewhat in the analyses that we've heard. It's simply an order that existed back at that time that should be enforced now. We'll see what happens, but it may be much ado about nothing to some people, but karma to others. You know, death, taxes, and karma, the three certain things in life. People want to see Casey Anthony have some repercussions, and probation may well be part of that, and that's why we're watching this so closely, Tamara.
All right, Anne Bremner with us once again. Thank you very much, Anne.